BRSH. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, AJ. Yay. I
Good morning, guys.
not sleep
good
well
morning.
again. Probably my worst night of sleep
See what
yet
we can get into
this week,
today.
so I kind of watch myself.
MYSZ. APLS.
I did not just pull the trigger.
VCIG.
Me either.
I was wanted to pop on that one. I'm gonna watch it.
VCIG. MYSZ. Grab. VCIG. Grab. AAP. VCIG. AAP. VCIG. APLS. AAP. VCIG. AMC. APLS. AAP. VCIG. CDE. APE. AMC. AAP. VCIG. PTON. VCIG, WSM, PTON, AAP,
APLS.
BRSH, WSM, AAP, BRSH,
Freaking happened again on AMD.
What?
Freaking hit it in the
AMC.
60s and got billed in the damn 40s.
RCUS, BRSH,
I told you when my thought process on that, I'm gonna do the 2-minute breakdown or break up and see what it does.
VTEX, Shop Big Comp, RCUS,
That pop get you out, I assume.
Yes, it did, sir.
Okay.
I took it off towards the bottom green when I got the shit.
RCUS,
Yeah, you were like not playing that game. Well, good thing, dude. I don't watch an A and F APL.
RCUS,
Is it just me and you in here?
No, I'm
Carrot
here.
thanks,
I'm just kind of doing something.
I'm just curious. I haven't heard anybody else.
I don't know what his
Ito's
deal is.
doing. I kind of thought that thing was gonna die, and she hasn't yet. Yeah, my dog gonna leave now. I'm gonna pause or mute for 1 second. I'll be right back.
FULC, RCUS, FULC, RCUS, Carrot out all, ITOS, FULC,
Bye, Malls. Love you. Have a good day.
ITOS,
All right, you people. I got a A and F up.
Do you say ANF?
Yeah, Abercrombie and Finch. Waiting to see if that's gonna break this area 47-ish, or if it's gonna go up. It's earnings. Okay, and that's KSS is running, see what that looks like. Trash.
FULC just kind of took off.
If you will see. No,
HKIT.
FULC. Alright, oh, I can go bye-bye. FULC. That's not very good. I would need that more.
Yeah, it needed over 6 at least, but
Yeah. But, you know. Mm.
ANF. TO up.
Small step at AMD. Let's get with the phone there.
she got me.
APLS.
watching
Tia.
AMD again up here. See what it wants to do. I got out of it, but
Yeah, she got me as well.
oops. I almost entered her.
Tia.
That was alright. I got my. I'm gonna set my alert here actually, and let's just not worry about it until it does it. Done. Yes.
Tia. Tia.
670s. Yeah, that sucks.
Carrot starter. Tia.
Oh, my charts are loading super slow.
HKIT. Tia. Tia. HKIT. Tia. HKIT daily. Tia.
Take a look at the daily on HKIT. Not really sure what to make of
H kit.
it. Yep.
I don't like the way the chart looks. I'll tell you that much.
HKIT.
And AMD's going up today. AMD has become less predictable the last few days. I don't like that.
HKIT.
Buy's making a decent move.
Morning, Ward. It's gonna be another one of those days.
I want it. Which needs a pullback first. I don't know. I gotta chill out on this one.
TO dollar dollar dollar. Like at Guru David. CGEN.
Nails crack lacking and I'm not looking at it. APLS sucks, AMF sucks, ITO sucks.
CGEN.
Feel like I woke up on the wrong side of the market today.
CGEN.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much.
CGEN.
Market Indigo. Oops.
CGEN.
Pretty decent extension on the MD there. See what you want to do today.
CGEN. 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 CGEN up. TOLNT. CGEN. CGEN. CGEN.
You were watching anything?
Watching CGEN. The dollar stocks.
Charlie said $4 price target.
You guys have any questions, etc., feel free to chime in and give me something to do. I'm not that guy that's trying to really sell you on
Carrot
anything,
same on Tio.
so I don't have anything to talk about per se.
CGEN miss.
Did you get in long?
I am long AMD. Took off a little bit there just in case.
AGIL up. NTB here.
Stop me out. I'm just not riding this thing, dude. I don't fully have faith that the market's rebounding here. I don't expect it to come right back down to my average after making the big move up, you know?
Yeah, no.
And that's not what I'm looking for it to do. Take off or don't. But the SPY does look like she's gonna whip up, man. I don't
Like at
know,
B1.
dude. This is tricky. I don't like this. I might have to wait a little bit until shit figures out where it's going today. And back up too. I just feel like the market doesn't really know what it wants to do. And the pullback wasn't enough because I really think it can come way down to 106.67. You know, I mean, yeah, I know you got the moving averages up. That's where it is. Yeah, I gotta check. this pullback. I gotta wait. What you got up, Thomas? Anything?
Nothing really, dude. I am keeping an eye on A and F, but the spread is nasty because of the
Has
volume.
that got a nasty spread right now?
It's
Yeah,
been,
it does.
it's
It's
been,
not even moving.
and it's not even moving.
I thought that might, I mean, but it wasn't really trending beneath, but I was looking for it to start doing that. You know, like to come back down and kind of fill some of that gap, maybe.
Yeah,
But she just kind of stayed up here. So nothing for me there. And I told you I'm doing that first 2-minute candle. It has to break below it for me to be in it in the first 5 minutes. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna just jump in this on the first candle. I just because you get caught in this garbage, you know. Itos, I kind of had the same exact idea on, and she is just chilling here too. ITOS. That's another good
Yeah.
one where if it fell, I think it's got room down to like 1350s, but that's $3 away from where it is. She's just hanging out up here. What do you do with that? Nothing. I don't feel like AMD's chilled out enough for me to long it. Ah,
kick back and wait.
it's just this hasn't had a pullback enough for me to say I'm ready to long it. Too risky, you know. I mean, I'm risking down to that 21. If I really wanted to play
VCIG
it
Quickie
and hold
YOLO.
it. I scalped it that last time, but that's all that was gonna be. Pop up, it comes back down. I'm getting out, you know. But the real idea is that it would have to come all the way down to 106.80, or wait until this catches up, which that's probably what it's gonna do. Chop here until the moving average catch up to it. So be patient. Be patient. There's nothing doing your guys' poppy whoppy thing.
Nope.
Hoppy woppy, he said.
That's what it is. It's a poppy whoppy move. Is that not how B advertises a room? Lame. I am keeping an eye on AMD. AMD is kind of a breakout, man. That's I mean, if you draw these lines in one way, you see a breakout. But if it gets back below 107, then it's maybe not a breakout. My 11-year-old's in the other room watching a little Fast and Furious. This thing is pretty good today. AMD. Mm. Keep watching, Jag.
VSIG for maybe a
Maybe a what? No. Thing's weird. I don't have shorts on that. And I don't think I'm on it.
I think if we can get down just under 7, might be a decent bounce. But like,
Dude, doesn't AMD look like it just wants to run today?
it does.
Patience sucks. ANF looks like she wants to go too.
What's-ing IONQ?
Watching IONQ.
What's that?
IONQ. It's slow, but I'm watching. You get a good pop.
I'm trying it. I'm not excited though.
Caught the breakout.
Why not? 780. Just go, man.
IONQ could get a little bit of a decent sized push on a candle. It'd be nice.
Yes, it would be.
I'm taking a little off right there, 108-ish. Now see if we can break through. Put my stop in. There we go. Make a move. There you go.
QBTS.
Alright, finally got something out of this stuff.
QBTS.
Spy's making a hell of a move. up.
MYSZ.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So it goes back below 107.90 and out. That's my job, what she's doing.
ANF is making a move.
HKIT.
So is HKIT. HKIT has no volume.
Yeah, that daily scares me. I feel like that's one of them ones that looks like HKD and like all them other
HKIT.
ones where it could just go to like 100 or something. Yeah, look at the spread. It's only $1.40.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay away
HKIT.
from that.
I just jumped in ANF short.
Bird on ANF has been rough.
It was 5 cents and then it just went to 15.
Oh, come on, AMD.
HKIT.
109s. Oh boy.
HKIT.
Little off there just in case. And back up to yesterday's high would be cool at this point, huh? Ay, ay, ay. You jumping down queued, Thomas?
No, negative.
Just covered some on ANF.
Ay, ay, ay. Hmm. AMD will probably give us a good backside later, I would assume. I assume ANF got you out.
No,
Oh, excuse me. Hear that?
Might be a big, I don't know.
missed my ad though.
What's your average there?
34.
Okay. So if the spread wasn't there, you would be. Oh, there you go. Jesus, that's wacky, dude.
Yeah, I
I have
know.
trouble with those. I've told you that. I can't trade those, man. Those spreads make me crazy.
Still on AMD, Deb?
Yeah, I'm not even really looking at it. I'm just gonna stop him. That's when I'm gonna try not to wash like a hawk.
Oh shit! I just added
Are
by
you?
accident.
Did you take some off or?
Oh, I can't hear you, Charlie's rambling. Still talking. Jesus.
I just got out and it was a mistake, but because I
Ah,
added by accident instead of covering, but
what'd you say?
I added by accident instead of covering it, and then now it just dropped like a rock.
What were you asking about AMD? Vash?
I was just asking if you were you. Are you still full position
No.
or did you take some
I
off?
took some off.
Okay. Okay.
I wish. That would be cool.
I'll be back, guys.
No, I'm on leftovers, basically. A quarter. That's almost a buck, man. Hard not to take it. Especially when I really think this thing's gonna come down at some point. Hold on, that kid is making so much noise out there. I'm trying to figure out what she is doing. Swear to God, sometimes I think that kid's deaf. I'm like screaming her name and she's not responding. I'm like, what the hell? She has to hear me. Now I'm kind of like, if this gets below now, I'm gonna raise it up to like 108.20s. But other than that, I think it goes over 109. We can get back to 109, 109.50. I'm trying to let it do its thing. I just ain't stupid there. I added intentionally and just got out for a little better than break even, but all done for now. ITOS, maybe, huh? Thomas, you got any vibes on that one? What's the volume look like on that then? Ugh, garbage. Brother out, man. What you watching?
AMC.
Bush is gone, huh? Ah, AMD, come on.
AMC.
You put an order out today, Tom, or you just not finding anything?
Nope.
Ape. AMC.
Is it no?
Finding anything. Yeah, I'm not finding nothing.
It was like you're closest? Maybe this Ionk or IonQ?
No, I never even thought about
Eight.
ION. It was way too slow.
That was it. I didn't really see it. I saw it after you. I forgot who called it out. I think it was Thomas. Is there anything else moving? BBIG salted.
I'm trying to find. There was one that I was ready to put an order out for. Let's see. Oh, it was CGEN
Yeah, I remember you
dollar
mentioned that.
stock. Yeah, that's the one I was interested in, but it died. Didn't keep going.
I can't take this AMD again, man. I'm freaking. I can't do it again after I got out of it just now. I just feel like I'm pushing my luck. Too scared.
Top.
Thought I heard Kiddo crying, but it was his tablet. What is Foot Locker's ticker?
FL.
Ooh.
Yeah. I saw that this morning. It was like, ooh.
What? Wonder if that was earnings in late May as well. I guess that would make sense. That was last quarter.
It said it was earnings.
Bad earnings. Yeah, I'm just saying. Go back and look at May. I guess that was bad earnings as well.
No, I don't know.
That stock is not done well.
Yeah, they are apparently struggling.
Well, with the prices of everything else going up, no one's paying extra for shoes.
Yeah, I mean, people.
It kind of makes sense if you think about it.
I got less people wanting to drop freaking $200-300 for their little high school kid to have stupid expensive pair of shoes.
Yep.
You know, they might buy it for themselves, but they ain't gonna do it for all their 16-year-olds walking around with $400 tennis shoes.
Yep. It's actually really crazy because it's always easy to look at in hindsight. But
PDSB up.
every time there's like a major event that happens, like COVID, like think of all the stocks. I mean, pretty much it was all the stocks, but like think of like other ones that like mainly suffer. Like you're gonna have all your brick and mortar stores, like like that.
Items that you don't really need.
Well, I'm not even thinking about that for COVID. That's more of an inflation one.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going to get at. Like now, instead of COVID, we have like inflation is a big problem. So people don't have extra money laying around. So then you start thinking, well, what happens? And ideally, you'd think like cruise lines, clothing, like, like extras, like you said, like luxury stuff. Like you would think that those stocks are the ones that are going to be struggling. Which is kind of, I guess people just like to travel, so I guess the cruise lines are doing fine.
That's moving on Foot Locker, I almost guarantee you.
Yeah.
But I mean,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like if you can find like these basket of stocks that would typically struggle in like a market like that, like that's like a longer term strategy, obviously, like a long term investment. Not investment, but yeah, I would say strategy.
Tight for people, where are they going to cut? And they're probably not going to be buying the $300-400 Nike.
Like what's the current
shopping at
like what's the current world problem
Yeah.
and then like find the stocks that would struggle because of it.
Yeah, if you're more of a maybe long term or swing trader, that's a good
Yeah.
because most of that crap
Yeah, you'd
trades so
almost be
bad
counting on
intraday.
earnings.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you'd want to be
Yeah.
in this
That's
thing
what I'm
up here,
saying.
just waiting, and hey, when earnings
Right.
comes,
Yeah, like
I'll cover down here.
right, cuz that is your strategy. You're essentially saying I know this company should be struggling, so earnings is my proof if I'm right or wrong.
Yeah,
And
you
then
try to
based
find a
off
good
of earnings,
entry
you
on
just
it, maybe on a daily, where there's resistance. Like, oh, I'd have to work with
right,
this,
yeah.
with a bigger time
Yeah,
frame.
it's definitely interesting to think about.
I mean, look at it,
And
had this
I'm
little
sure that's the
downtrend
kind of
line,
stuff
so I guess you could
the Buffets think of.
enter anywhere on that downtrend line, that add here. 27s, 27s, 26s, so you're entering in the higher realm. Earnings drops up $15, I'll cover some. Yeah, those are things that the Buffets of the world do, I guarantee you.
Yeah, I mean, they have nothing better to do all day than to sit there and think of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, once we're
They already
billionaires,
have
I'm
the
sure we'll
money.
be not billionaires, but once we're wealthy, I'm sure we'll be like,
Well, that's
I'm
kind of
gonna
my
short
point
the
is
Foot
once you get to
Locos.
that point where you're not worried about building wealth, like you already have it, you're more so looking to extend it. Like that's the kind of stuff you look at.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. I concur. I was just listening to something that Buffett only because he doesn't day trade per se, but he will only invest in companies. Well, I'm sure short, same thing. If he does short, I think he mainly longs, but he only plays companies that he fully understands. If he can understand the principle, if he can understand what they're doing, if he can see the growth in it, he'll buy it.
There's no way he's ever shorted something.
You don't think he's ever shorted?
No, if he shorted something, that company would go to zero.
Nike
Think
sits
about
at
it.
$0 and
It-
0
The in-
cents.
just the in No, seriously, if he came out and said I'm short Nike, the stock would tank to, I guarantee 100% guarantee to like $30 easily.
Just because Buffett shorted.
I would bet my life savings on it. Yeah, yes, just because someone who I guarantee he's never shorted before says he's short something, there's something wrong.
That
Like
company's going
definitely
to
wrong.
zero.
Like if Warren Buffett before he felt like he was going to die or something wanted to see how much influence he
He would
has,
short a
he should
stock,
try that on like
short Amazon or
like if
something.
he hates yeah, if there's someone in this world that he doesn't like and they own a company, like he could do that as like his dying, wish or whatever. Like just try it. I guarantee you the amount of influence that he had. You think Elon Musk has influence? There's no chance in hell that whatever ticker he says doesn't go to zero.
Possible, man.
Hollow.
Like I almost feel like he's in a position that he can't go short. Like I just don't think because once that filing comes
Hollow
out, that
35K.
company would literally just tank.
NM, NTB.
HOLO, no shares.
Companies that pay Buffett on a monthly basis just so he never will do that. They're like, please don't ever short us.
I'm not gonna lie. When I said that, that was the first thing I thought of. Like he could totally, like, go to a company and be like, "Look, I can see what's going on here, and I'm thinking about a possible short position." I guarantee you, they'd pay him.
just take
They'd be like, "Well, what do you?" The problem is, there's no amount of money that those companies can probably pay him that he would make
enough to even
50-fold
matter, yeah.
on the market. Yeah, in the market. Like if he just slowly builds a position and then says and then when the monthly filings come out or whatever, and everyone sees that, especially if the stock hadn't really dropped since he got started his position, I mean that thing's tanking.
You heard it here, guys.
Go
Warren
back
Buffett is
on
short Foot
the
Locker.
go back on HKD's daily and look at when it went to 2600. that the next
Hollow.
week or two after that is what the stock would look like when Warren Buffett says
Right.
I'm short. I always guarantee it. God, now I want to see it happen.
You
Hollow.
want to see
Like
Warren
that,
Buffett short a
that
company?
that's some entertainment value right there. Yeah, you know what? I'm curious. Let's see if we can find out if he's ever shorted something.
Hollow.
Well, I'm apparently gonna get well, not me, but me and my wife, a little payout from Starbucks. Did I tell you? I told you guys about this when it happened. I think I don't know if you guys even remember.
Hollow.
So I don't know what this means, but it says there's an article from Motley Fool. It says he also related on his personal experience on the short side of trading, and then it quotes, "I had a harrowing experience
Love the
shorting a
cat.
stock in 1954.
Mm-hmm.
I w- and then it says I wouldn't have been wrong over the course of 10 years, but I was very wrong after 10
This
weeks,
is Buffett.
which was the relevant period." Yeah. And he said my net worth was evaporating.
Oh well.
So like if he would have held on for 10 years instead of 10 weeks, he would have been very right about whatever he was talking about.
He wasn't willing to let his net worth go to crap to do it.
Yeah.
That's smart. Right. Where is this cat? I'll be back. Billy, if you hear this cat, come on. Come on. Okay, you're in. Hey, hey, hey. Life is kids and animals. All of them are yelling at me all the time. It should probably be an ITOS. ITOS.
Is there anything that is even like trending up like the SPY is? Like that
AMD.
might have a trend line forming?
No, you're looking for that twin one. I don't know.
Say AMD doesn't really have a
No,
trend line.
AMD's just gone straight up. Like the SPY.
Well, SPY kind of, well, yeah, really. I mean, if you include pre-market. Actually has a pretty good trend line if you AMD, however, it's kind of straight up. Has a pretty clear resistance at the moment, though.
That's for this high.
Oh, today's high, 108.80. Honestly, I tried to go higher and failed. So if it
Double
breaks
top
right
there.
here, which was the support, 108.30 area, honestly, this is the short spot. And the SPY is coming down, too. This could be an interesting spot, risking the highs.
Wait on that one, man.
But the SPY is now touching the trend line, so I think if AMD is kind of moving off the SPY a bit, SPY's gonna have to fail this trend line. It's crazy how much volume this thing gets at $108.
AMD.
Yeah.
Busy stock right there.
Even if you use 107 as the average price traded today, that's $1.712 billion that has already went through AMD today.
Yeah.
Just AMD.
Yeah.
That's just mind-boggling. Really think about it.
go soon. I'm not gonna jump in and trade before I go. Today kind of sucked.
And then you got something like AMC that has 5 times the volume at 94 million, but it's a $2 stock, so it's only $188 million traded on.
Yeah.
It's just crazy when something higher price like this gets this much volume. I remember you were trading this thing when it was like 50 something.
I kind of miss it when it was down there. The range was similar.
I mean, it's the same sticker or same ticker.
Yeah, just like that price range a little better still. I mean, it trades the same to me, but so I'm kind of used to it still. I just prefer it under 100. Even in the 90s, I prefer it. Second they get over 100, I get a little like AMD is one of the only ones I'm willing to play. Basically, is what I'll say. Because I haven't had luck on Apple. I haven't had luck on, making a little bit here and there. I lost a little bit here and there, but I don't think I find consistency on those stocks. They trade differently, I feel like AMD is the only one that I'm
Miss so far,
kinda,
expense.
like, friendly with.
I've coffee.
In that price range. Did AMD just crush your idea?
Mine.
No, the other guy.
Oh,
Dude.
I said the SPY has to break the trend line,
Oh,
and it
okay.
didn't. It bounced right off it.
Crushed mine, dude. Set my alert off, had me pull it up.
I did it.
Yeah, AMD individually, that was a key area, but something like that, I would have to see it break, retest it, and fail. Like that's the trade I'd be looking for.
Yes, I was kind of
But
looking for below 108.
yeah, but like I said, this is kind of moving off the SPY, so I would have wanted to see the SPY break that obvious trend line it's forming at this point. Because now the
3-2.
SPY it's essentially forming like an ascending wedge here to the upside. Or well, not wedge, I guess it's more of just a
Enough.
Re2 up.
Second video, we could. pushing through yesterday's high. I think that thing's going all the way back up. 444-ish is the next kind of area. This IM1Q looks like she's gonna go too, huh? Huh.
You guys watching anything? Help me out, chat. Oh. Not seeing nothing.
I'm short LI.
That's one that I was watching over there. Oh, my charts didn't all switch to LI. That's uncomfortable. There they go. And that's a rough one for me volume wise.
Yeah. Like at 10 cents risk. You know, it's like, let me throw something at it.
I agree. Get hit low day, 38.50. The one I should have shorted was Itos. Called that one. I just didn't take that one for the same reasons. And that would have been entry at 17. It's down at 16 now, probably going lower. That was one of those that I said. I mentioned it. I didn't trade it. I'm a little wussy.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna have to less than 10 minutes. I don't have time for one of these slow-mo trades right now. Wow, look at Netflix today. He's going straight up, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty straight up. Very slow and grindy though. Look at the SPY. Nice breakout candle there.
That's because they're catching all these people with the Netflix. They're catching all these people with their passwords that are sharing.
No, I think
Oh,
when
said it
that
before.
happened is when they had
They announced the numbers, that their numbers have gone way up since they started doing that because all those people have
because people have had to sign
they've
up.
had to sign
Yeah.
up.
That's such a sleazy fucking thing to do.
Well, I mean, dude, you are robbing them, and they're saying, "Fuck you." I think get it.
You weren't technically robbing them.
Well, you are
It
if
was
you're
just
not allowed to share, which they say you're not. And if you're doing it, you're breaking their rules. So I don't think it's lazy. It is what it is.
well, they really don't want to know how I watch stuff then.
No, they probably don't care because you're not affecting them. But if you're using their,
But I am.
if
I'm
you're
not paying for their stuff.
if you're using their subscription and not paying for it, that's a direct effect. Yeah, I think they're doing okay without you, Tim.
If I'm watching their show without anyone paying for the service,
Well, it
that
affects
directly
them,
affects
but I
them.
don't think you're hurting them. I think they're all right.
Me singularly, no. Me plus the millions of other people that are probably doing it, 100%.
Let's see how much money they made last year.
You make me breathe heavy a little too much sometimes.
Because if nobody agrees with you, you get upset. I know. It's okay. You're right, Tim. You feel better?
Ah, it's not. I'm not trying to be right.
Yes. You're so funny. You even just said it. You don't like when people disagree with you. I know. I know that. It's okay.
That's not what I said at all. I said you make me breathe heavy sometimes.
For what reason?
Uh, and then you're putting words in my mouth. I didn't say any of those things.
For what reason? 29.68 billion. I think they're right. I'm just saying, I think they're doing fine financially, regardless. It's like people steal stuff from the mall and they still make money. That's all factored into their numbers.
Well, that's why the prices of shit always go up.
Yeah, because of you.
That's why
'Cause you steal.
Netflix's price go up.
Yeah, thanks, a-hole.
I do not steal stuff from the mall.
You steal stuff from Netflix.
Not really. I don't really watch Netflix.
I should be an ITOS, man, but I can't take this. I gotta go.
You see Bobby Axelrod came back?
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he's in the last season.
No way. Dude, I don't know if I can watch. Was he not in 2 seasons? I don't know because I stopped watching when he was gone. I was like, oh, this sucks.
I haven't started watching it, so I don't know if it picks up like where it left off or like they do something else since he comes back kind of thing. I don't know.
I just didn't.
I'm assuming it'll pick up
I
where it
wasn't in
comes
love
or
with
where
that
it
new
left
guy
off.
they brought in, the bald guy, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
He just didn't move me the way. And the fact that they kind of went on like he's just the new guy in the show, I was just like, this is stupid. It just made me mad. I hate it when shows do that, man. You can't lose like your main person and expect me to keep watching.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you on that one. I mean, I still watched it, but it's because I was invested at that point, not because I was enjoying it.
No, like I said, I mean, if you enjoyed everything else on the show too, but like, I don't know, that's just such a huge element to remove, you know? The star.
Yeah.
Now it's almost like I've got to watch a brand new show and get into it again, and I'm like, I don't want to develop, like, I don't want to have to figure that out. How's LI working, Thomas? Good? Yeah? Okay, I've got to pee and I've got to take my kid to school. All right, guys. I'll be back in a little bit.
Yep.
Good luck.
Later, man. This sucks. I've been trading since August of 2018. It is my full-time gig. I'm very fortunate enough to have a wife that is supportive and also makes a good amount of money. I do have a bunch of side hustles. Like I've done stuff on, I feel like everything that we have as far as like the real estate side of things that we have going on was pretty much my doing. The wife always wanted to kind of do the opposite, and it's worked out well. Um, the affiliation side of like YouTube and ISW, Intensity Stock Watch Scanners, TraderSync, all that stuff
OSTK moving.
has helped. CMEG helped a lot when that was a thing. Yeah, so I've made a decent amount from this industry. I'm a profitable trader overall, just not this year. This year I'm red overall. So far, as you can see on the P&L chart, the very top of the P&L chart was literally the beginning of this year. And then I had that big loss. I think it was the second week of January. It was like back-to-back days with max losses. I refined the max loss a little bit, but then the whole market pretty much slowed down this entire year, and we've been kind of chopping sideways. So we'd have like decent win streaks, and then we'd have like one decent loss, and we're just kind of chopping back and forth.
DCTH.
So I've kind of went back to my roots of what created the slope in the beginning there, and we're just getting highly disciplined again, back to where we were before. So we'll see if
DCTH.
it works out. I was actually just getting ready to change my montage around a little bit to try something new with that. Same idea, but I want to start looking for bigger moves.
DCTH.
If there's one thing I've noticed about my trading, it's that I see these previous resistance areas, like this one, for instance. I see the extension away from these areas, which is my edge, right? My edge is looking for fast moves away from previous resistance, like an extension away from previous resistance via the fast move, with the intention of it coming back down and retesting. However, my edge has been just taking money off at 50%. I don't disagree with taking most off at 50% if the ticker goes against me. But say this shoots up to 6, like 15, and I jump in, which would be pretty much exactly what I'd be looking for, right? Extension away, get the pop through 6, up towards 620, and we start it. If that ends up being the top, like it comes down, starts retesting 6, usually I take the whole thing, if not all of it, most of it, right there, right? That's about 50% of the move. It's a whole
NCLH.
dollar. Like, that's the idea that I've always been currently
All
looking
the
for.
cruise liners.
However, just pick one. Which one's the leader? But in this case, if I feel like I top ticked it and it's testing 6, how many times I've taken it off and then watched it come back down and retest that previous resistance is mind-boggling. And I tell myself all the time I need to start looking for that a lot more. And I would make so much more. It's kind of ridiculous. Did Charlie say something about the cruise lines?
No, not that I heard of.
Cruise lines going. RCL, CCL, NCLH.
Hate the daily on all of them. NCLH is typically the one that moves the best. The other two tend to grind a bit more. RCL, oh, they all have like the same looking candles. I would like to see bigger green days as well. To make it worth it, I need to be up at least around 300 plus is what the goal is. But I mean, right now I'm right now with the way the market's been, I feel like I'm just trading for peanuts. I'm just trading to eat. Like I feel like I can barely make 20 bucks on most days. Like I mean, if you go in my Discord and because I post my
Acting
P&L
just
in
like
there every
OSTK
day.
did. When I pulled it up, it's already up here, and well, I'm just what throw 100 shares at it just because.
That's what some do.
Yep.
Um, yeah. Ultimately, I want to be making the $1,000 days, right? The 4-figure days. But I know I'm a far away from that. You can tell the algos have a hold of this one. I got all 3 charts up, and once one of them starts moving, they're all moving together. It's crazy to think I owned Royal Caribbean at $23. CCL, I had it at $8. I never had any NCLH. It's like I had the right idea, I just didn't have the bankroll and mental capacity to hold on. Still waiting for AMC. MOAS? What is MOAS? I don't know what that is. Is that a ticker? No. All 3 of these look pretty good. I'm trying to figure out what I'd even want to do with them. Now they're all just going to go all the way back down, apparently. Surprised Brian didn't want to play these before he left. Pretty decent moves. Mother of all short squeezes. Oh. Yeah. That's a different kind of breed. Well, last little push was the one, I guess. I mean, they were for being such nice looking extensions, they were slow.
Yeah.
They look nice on the chart though, especially after the fact, like they always do. Yeah, them apes, man. I don't understand. Like, what are they gonna do with AMC at this point? I feel like they gave it a shot. And look at that. They gave it a shot when it was here, right? Found a base. I remember looking at this. Found a pretty clear base around $4. Started the rally off of it. Had the big day here. Came back down, but then kept pushing on that trend line because I remember saying that. I was like, as long as they can hold that trend line, they'd be good. And then I don't know if this was earnings or what, but at that point, I mean, you're just fighting a losing battle. It literally came right back up to that, use it as resistance, and pretty much died. And I don't understand what can they possibly see in this at this point? It just looks like a dead stock. But what do I know? I'll be right back.
Yeah, you made him go on mute, or you left to bring his daughter to school. Leave the ice cream alone.
What did you say, Thomas?
Leave the
You talking
ice
about Devin?
cream alone.
No, I was seeing what my son was calling me. I was seeing what he.
Oh, I said, what you made Devin go on mute?
No, he said he had to go drop the girls off, I think.
Ah, okay. I figured it was either one.
Tia.
Guess I got to start looking back at the creamy thing and see which one I'm gonna get.
Tia.
Did you see my did I show you the Cherry Garcia one or tell you about it at least?
Yeah.
I don't honestly remember. I've been telling everybody. Yeah, I made 2 batches of that yesterday.
Tia.
To have for one today and then tomorrow, I guess. That's the beauty, man, of having those extra pints though, is you can eat one and you don't feel obligated to like make it right away. It's like if you have 4 and you're the only
Tia.
one using it, like you're not gonna eat 4 pints of ice cream in a day. But you can also have different flavors too. So like you can have the vanilla base, the chocolate base, and then you can have like the Cherry Garcias, or you can make a lemon. Like there's a lemon one that I like that I've made.
Tia.
Yeah, I would definitely, and
I've
that's probably going to make me decide which one I get is what can, because I know last time I looked at availability for like the one you had on Amazon. I know you said your mom had gotten them, but when I looked, they were out of stock. You couldn't
yeah,
find them.
pints. Yeah.
Tia.
I think that depends a lot too on which one you're gonna get, because like the older models, I've noticed that they're pretty readily available. Man, I can't talk. Readily available on Amazon, but like the new one, like I have,
Tia.
I'm not saying it's any better because I think they all just do the same thing, but though because it was newer, the stock was limited everywhere.
Yeah, and I think that newer one, I want to say it's the deluxe, actually makes more than a pint. It's like two and a
It
half
does,
pints
yeah.
or
I
something.
noticed that. Yeah, I noticed
Tia.
that. I don't think it's that much more, but it is more. I want to say it's just like one and a half, not 2.5. Because I think the first version of the deluxe, like on the older models, the
Tia.
deluxe wasn't a bigger pint. It was always a pint. It was just that the machine itself came with more options. But I did notice, like when I was doing my research, that now the pints aren't, they're a little bit bigger. But I don't think they were that much
Tia.
bigger.
DCTH still there but tight leash.
Yeah, because I spend what, probably about $6 on a pint. So eat about a
Yeah, I
pint
mean,
every night or a half a pint every night.
and bro, I'm telling you, you will. If you're like me, you will. I mean, I've literally eaten a pint of ice cream every day since we got it. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I'm an ice cream person anyway. So if it's not, you know, Rebel ice cream, I'm getting a keto ice cream bar at night. It's kind of my go thing.
Right, right. But I mean, it's literally you can kind of like teeter with it, but I just eat the base chocolate because it tastes like a chocolate frosty, or the base vanilla. It tastes like vanilla bean ice cream, and it's 300 calories for a whole pint. I mean, I've literally eaten it for like that was my lunch. Some days I'm just not like hungry. I'll just whip one of those up, and it takes you a while to eat a pint of ice cream, and then by the time you're done, you feel like, I think mentally you're like, wow, I just ate a pint of ice cream. I can't eat anything else now because you're so used to it being 1,000 calories. But now it's 300. It's mind to me that's just so mind boggling.
Yeah, and then if I could figure out how to make
An
Oreos
affiliate link
cookies
for
and
the
cream
cream.
for my
Yeah.
son, I'd probably save a buttload.
Well, the dude makes one on that channel, that exercise for cheat meals, but I think he hasn't done that in the creamy yet. I think that was back when he was making like the milkshakes in like the normal blender, like before the creamy was a thing.
Yeah.
But I can't see it being an issue. Um, Honestly, I would just make the vanilla base and then do the mix-in setting with Oreos,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's gonna taste pretty similar. Because I have a vanilla base and then I have a vanilla bean base, and I've noticed that like if you know you want to mix things in, the regular vanilla base is actually better. But if you like vanilla bean ice cream, like I don't know, like if you're gonna put it on something, or if you just want to eat it by itself, like that has that flavor of like the French vanilla, instead of doing because like if you put it on top of stuff, it's plain. But if you're gonna like mix stuff in, because like I've mixed Reese's Puffs in, Fruity Pebbles, those like Danimal crackers, like I've mixed all kind of stuff in because it's just a pint, so it doesn't require a lot. So you're only adding like 40, 50 calories to do that. So I know you can't do that because it's all carbs, but I'm just saying, like, if you ever want to change it up, for 40, 50 calories, you just mix it in there, and it changes the whole dynamic of the
Oh
pint.
yeah. definitely. Oh, I would end up doing a shit ton of chocolate peanut butter. All right, that's my fave there.
Yeah. Oh, there. I found one. I haven't tried it, but I'm assuming you know what the like the peanut butter powder. It's like called
Yeah,
PB2 or
yeah.
PB something. There I saw there was some recipes that use that, and I'm assuming that tastes absolutely delicious because I've used that stuff in the past. It's like almost no calories, but you get that amazing peanut butter flavor.
Yeah, like when I'd go to whatever Cold Stone or something like that, it's chocolate peanut butter, dude. Oh, that's just killer.
Yeah, I'm honestly not like I love chocolate, but I'm not like that's not my go-to. My go-to is more of the like vanilla or strawberry or something like that. Chocolate's never been like my favorite, but I love chocolate and peanut butter. Like I love all of it, but I'm just saying like if I had to choose, that wouldn't be my go-to. My go-to would be the Cherry Garcia. Like when people ask me like what's your favorite ice cream, it's Cherry Garcia. Like there's no question, it's Cherry Garcia. So when he came out with that video the other day, I was like, this guy is like literally he made his channel for me to find. Yeah, and in this Cherry Garcia, he actually uses like a smidge of protein powder as well, which is very interesting because like most of his other recipes he doesn't. And he also uses the sorbet setting instead of the light ice cream
NBSE.
setting, which he usually does. I'm just amazed at how well how good that Cherry Garcia tastes. I'm actually gonna try it today without the chocolate because um the chocolate is what adds all the calories to it because it's like 330
NBSE.
calories if you only put the cherries in, and if you add just the 15 grams of chocolate, which is amazing by the way when it's in there. I mean, it literally makes the Cherry Garcia taste like Cherry Garcia instead of just cherry ice cream. But it adds 150 calories, so you go from 330 calories to almost 500
NBSE.
calories, and it's like that's kind of a big
Yeah.
difference. Just for some chunks of chocolate.
Is that
NBSE.
milk chocolate or dark chocolate?
So he uses dark chocolate, but I'm pretty sure that was a more of a preference thing. But he did say, like in the video, he tried like all the chocolates, like Dove, Hershey's, like all the different kinds, and he came back. He said he kept coming back to Hershey's tasting the most like
NBSE.
Cherry Garcia. But he used the dark chocolate, but in the video he makes it seem like that's like a preference just because he likes dark chocolate better. I like milk chocolate better, so that's what I ended up using. But he used dark chocolate. But when you look up the calories for them, they're about the same. It's really not even that big of a difference as far as calories go. But my mom she actually found and bought, which I actually thought about that. Or forgot about that. I might try that instead. She found the zero sugar Hershey's chocolate. So I might actually try that. I'm actually curious what the calories on that 15 grams that is. Be right back. Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna use these. It's actually one serving is 15 grams, and it's 60 calories instead of 150. That's less than half because of the zero
If
sugar.
I'm not mistaken, AMD's fixing to do your trend line break.
Trying to talk me into a trade.
I'm watching it for myself, for my strat. but I kind of see a trend
Oh,
line
yeah,
there.
it is. See, I would draw my trend line different than Devin here. Like he would base it off the bottom. What is this, like 108 and 20? Where my trend line, I would look at where the obvious trend line is. So like back here at 1022 ish, so 108.33 it looks like. I would start my trend line there and just go straight through that dip down and kind of make a trend line, because that was kind of a fake break anyways. So to me, that wasn't really validated as part of the trend. But it is breaking even my line now. If you drew the line like Devin would have drew it, it already broke it. Yeah, which his right now. So the only thing I don't like about this, even if you use his trend line, is the last attempt to go higher actually did go higher. It was a fake out and it did have a lot of volume, which is actually kind of nice. But I don't
DCTH
like
out
that it
all.
actually went higher. I'm usually looking for it to fail to go higher altogether. Oops. SPY. Plus the SPY is still trending up too. It's temporarily working though for now.
NBSE.
My SPY trend line, I had it drawn to the current
NBSE.
time and it was looked nice. And now like it has, I have to catch it up, but it literally looks like when I extend it, it's gonna just go. No, it was a little above it. I was gonna say it looked like it was gonna bounce right off it again, but it didn't.
NBSE.
Still, it's actually well above it. I'm gonna predict AMD starts to bounce here because the SPY is still going higher. I don't know if you're in it or not, but if you are, I'm sorry for saying that out loud.
NBSE. NBSE. $136K there for ref. NBSE.
Then if you want to get all horizontal, like I like to do, and you look left, plenty of resistance and support right here where it's struggling.
NBSE.
Yeah, I was in it. I wussed out.
I mean, that's a tough trade, man. There's a lot going against the grain there. Like the only thing going for it is the trend line break. That's about it. Like there's way more reasons to not trade this than there is to trade it.
Well, I pre-jumped it. It's not really ready for me, and I was like, come on, come on, come on, come on. And then when it broke down, I was in at 108.95, and when it shot down, I took a little off, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go break even because I know I pre-jumped this bitch.
Well, see where you got in. I mean, that's where I want to get in on those, right? But I wanted to kind of validate my overall thought process. And when I know something's moving with the SPY, it's way harder for me to do that if I'm watching the SPY go the opposite direction. Because you again, you're fighting the grain. And like I said, if you look left, that was where this 180 was used as support a bunch just recently, and then it was used as resistance a bunch of time over here. So you got to expect it to be a key area. However, for some reason, it fails and the SPY starts to fail. This thing could easily go to 108 very easily. Say even down to like 107.75 or so. Uh-oh. SPY actually kind of is breaking its trend line. Trying to. Maybe AMD is leading the SPY.
Ah, man, I keep wussing out.
Yeah, that's probably my fault. I could probably talk you out of that.
I jumped back in and I just wussed out.
Oh, well, then that's totally on
Yeah,
you.
no, they were both on me.
Just being funny. Now, see, this is essentially the move I would have been looking for. Like, if I get rid of what I thought Devon's trend line was, and I keep mine as well as the support and resistance there, it broke my trend line again, bounced off 80, tried to go higher, failed, and when it broke 80 would have been the entry for me. Like that's where my entry would have been if I were trading this. So I would essentially still be in this probably somewhere around here depending on the fill I got. But I'd be looking for the move at least down to 108.20. Which risking high a day, yeah, it's like a 1-to-1 trade essentially. But as it either works or doesn't work, you start to realize you're not really risking high a day on these because my risk off is usually like I'll hit the stop high a day button, but my risk is usually the top of the candle on the bounce. right? Because it tried to go higher and that was the top of where we were like, nope, nope, we're going down. So if we get back above that area, it usually kind of negates the trade for me at that point. I'll be right back.
QUBT NTB. Near up.
Hello.
AMD, AMD.
Okay. Oh, crap. You already in?
I've been in and out a couple times. I wussed out. I pre-jumped it. I'm green on every one of them, but just a big wuss. I started it at 108.95.
We see that. I'm waiting on this one to kind of see it. I just got home. Let's see what it does from here. If it pops back up to like 108. Cross hasn't occurred yet. I kind of want to wait a second. It's lunchtime. This is kind of a scary time for me to jump into a trade. Are you in it now?
I'm freaking gonna get out, dude. My boss is calling.
Sorry, dude. Is that a stop? Let us stop and forget it, man. Oh, yeah. Dogs on the curb. Damn, you sit around. Business.
TKLF. TKLF. TKLF.
Well, CBNA, big push up today.
TKLF. 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 NBSE out all.
Stop. Arthur, come here. Come on. Ay, ay, ay.
GLG orders out higher.
All right, I'm ending the stream. 12 o'clock. Usually I end the stream at 11:30, but I was helping the kiddo. I probably would have ended a little earlier. I'll be here tomorrow morning. Hopefully, things pick up, and we'll see. Till then, peace out. Stay safe.